Hello guys, this is Movie Craze 8403 and this is my very first DVD collection update. First thing I'm going to show, and this is my Nightmare on Elm Street box set. This is the original Nightmare on Elm Street box set that came out back in 1999, I think. And I used to have the original, or not the original, but the individual Nightmare on Elm Street releases, but I decided to go ahead and get the box set because of several reasons. One of the main reasons is that the Nightmare on Elm Street box set has the original cover art for each movie. So, like as in the first one, you have the one right there that was used in the poster. So, I thought that was pretty neat, and that's kind of why I liked it. So, Nightmare on Elm Street's a classic. It's a good film. I always enjoy watching it. I usually watch it at least once a year. And it's pretty solid. I do plan on getting it on Blu-ray eventually. I'm kind of holding out for a Blu-ray box set. So, till then, I don't know if I'm going to get it yet. The next one is part 2. 2 has that weird cover art. But 2 is kind of the black sheep because of the whole possession thing. But it's hard to say about part 2. Sometimes I like it and sometimes I don't. It just depends. But overall, it's an okay film. Now part 3 is where things really got good for the franchise, mainly because Wes Craven was one of the producers of it. So part 3 is good. It's a very solid film. You have Heather Langenkamp returning back in that and stuff, Dream Warriors. So yeah, part 3 is really good. I liked it a lot. And part 4 is it's pretty good too. It's not too bad. I've always liked part 4. 3 and 4 are always a good double feature to have. And then part 5 is kind of another one that's hated by a lot of people. It's kind of a weird one with the whole baby stuff going on, but it has its moments. It's not too bad. Part 6, Freddy's Dead, is really weird. More of a comedy than anything, but I mean, a lot of people are into that. Freddy's Dead is one of those ones that's either you hate it or love it one. I'm neutral about it. I don't really have anything about it much to say. But Wes Craven's New Nightmare, though, I used to hate this one when it was out. I didn't think it was really all that great. I thought it was too weird. It took it in another realm and stuff, and I just never really cared for it that much. But then I watched it again about 6 years ago, before I really started buying a lot of horror movies again. And I actually really liked Wes Craven's New Nightmare. I thought it was a really solid film, and it was very unique and original. And I had to give kudos to Wes Craven for that one. It was pretty good. I really enjoyed it a lot. And then you have the Nightmare Series Encyclopedia that comes in that box set. And that's pretty cool too. So that's another good perk to have the box set. And this has to be one of the better box sets because once you put them all back in, they form Freddy there. So that's pretty good. I always like that. That was one of the other reasons why I decided to get that box set. And next, oh yeah, and by the way, all the movies I'm showing they're like horror franchise collections. So that's pretty much what all these are going to be about. And the first one I'm going to show is, or the second one is The Evil Dead. Evil Dead's a really solid film. I enjoyed it a lot. It's good. Very first time I watched it, it actually kind of creeped me out. And yeah, overall I like Evil Dead. It's good, and part 2 is good too. 2 is more funny, more comedy involved, but it has its own merits, and actually a lot of fans do say they like part 2 better. So I like them all though. I like Army of Darkness. It's another great one. Really heavy on the comedy, Army of Darkness, but it doesn't bother me one bit because I love it all. Can't beat Bruce Campbell and the Deadites. They're pretty awesome. It's an awesome franchise. I enjoy it, and I can't get enough of it. And then I also got this little bootleg edition that it's not really that special. It's the director's cut, but it's okay to watch. It has that alternate ending that some fans seem to like a lot more, but to me it doesn't really matter either way. Another one of my favorite franchises is the Reanimator franchise. I got the Millennium Edition, the neon green case. But yeah, I am a big fan of H.P. Lovecraft. I like his stuff. So I like Reanimator. And Herbert West is great. Jeffrey Combs playing him is really awesome and it fits perfect. So Reanimator, definitely a good film. If you get a chance to get it and watch it, I definitely advise you to. And Bride of Reanimator, it's an okay sequel. It's not too bad. There's not much to say about it. I wish I had the other DVD though that came out, because this one kind of sucks. This is the Artisan release. It's full screen. It looks kind of crappy. But what can you say? When I got that, the nicer one was out of print and worth like $70, and I'm not gonna dish out $70 for a movie. And Beyond Reanimator I actually liked better than Bride of Reanimator. It's pretty unique, kind of set in place in that prison setting and stuff. So can't beat having reanimated corpse in a prison. And another short franchise I have is Fright Night. Fright Night's a good mid-80s classic. I'm always up for a mid-80s vampire film, and this is definitely one of the top ones. It's a very good one. Can't go wrong with that. And then Fright Night 2 is very good. I have the out-of-print Artisan. Worth a lot of money, but looks like crap. Actually, this movie came on Cinemax HD a few months ago. I recorded it and kept it. So from now on, when I watch Fright Night 2, I'm probably going to watch the one I have recorded on my DVR, because it's HD and it's widescreen, and that one's not. So yeah. And another franchise I have here is the Slumber Party Massacre. It's a great one. These are the new Concord ones. I do plan on getting the Shout Factory one that came out because it's anamorphic widescreen, and I really want it in anamorphic widescreen. This one actually is in widescreen, but it's a non-anamorphic widescreen, and I'm more than certain the Shout Factory looks really nice. But yeah, Summer Party's awesome. It's a good Roger Corman cult classic type movie, so can't go wrong with that. And you can't go wrong with part 2 or part 3. I mean, they're all comedy oriented, like comedy horror. They're fun to watch, especially on a Friday or Saturday night. And along with them, I have the Sorority House Massacre 1 and 2, which Shout Factory apparently did not get the rights to these because they didn't release them. But I already have them, so I guess it doesn't really matter too much. Another franchise